Guess what, y'all? I just hit 3,000 subscribers, and today I'm going to do a Q&A. So let's see how this goes. So I made a community post about a month ago saying, what should I do for my 3,000 subscriber special? And someone said, make a Q&A. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Alright, here's the first question. If you change the battery of your Compaq Presario, you can charge it. Now the thing about the Compaq Presario, I made two parts of the Compaq Presario video, but the Compaq Presario is a lost cause and it doesn't even charge its battery. I think the battery is actually dead. When I used to use the Compaq Presario back in 2017, the battery did work, but it lasted for 30 minutes. So yeah, Compaq Presario is a lost cause. So second question is, what's your dream setup? For example, what kind of PC? Now, I don't really have a dream setup. There are many different computer setups that I find pretty interesting that I want to sort of try out. Like a laptop that I've wanted to have for a while was a Dell Latitude M6800 with a freaking Intel Extreme Edition CPU in it, probably because of the big fun factor that that laptop actually has. Another computer setup that would also be kind of interesting is to have a dual CPU X99 build. It's on the high-end desktop platform, and those two CPUs are both going to be the Intel Xeon E5 2699 V4 with 22 cores and 44 threads each. It would probably just be interesting to see those 44 cores and 88 threads working away in Task Manager. I don't know, it all just depends on the fun factor. Like, how fun is it? How interesting is it? How productive will it make me? Like, for a few months I've used this HP EliteBook 6930p laptop to actually edit a couple videos and make a couple songs on FL Studio. Even though this is not the fastest laptop in the world, it made me productive. But I'm fine with my current desktop setup. Alright, so this guy, TechPal, who actually gave me the original idea for the Q&A, actually gave me a couple questions. So the first one is, do you have any other hobbies aside from what you do on your channel? So, I got a few different channels. Each one basically showcases each one of my hobbies. So I have a channel called I Find Music, where I find music, but I've also been getting into making music too. Now another hobby that I have is, like, if you go back to the super old videos on this channel, you'll see that I have a couple of VFX recreations and all that stuff, and intro recreations, and I have videos about those on my main channel. Judging by my video style, you wouldn't think that I was good at editing, but it's a hobby that I've had, and I'm actually doing video editing for a job. What inspired you to make this channel? Now on my other channel, my Andrew's Video Tips channel, that channel was always meant for me to make video camera, editing, VFX related stuff. But sometimes I'd make the occasional computer related video because my interest in that in particular was sort of growing, ever since even back in 2020.
And here we are with the computer that I edit with. The middle mouse button is really hard to press. Sort of a win-win here. 3.5 gigahertz. That is insane. Show you guys how to get very good battery life on the cheap.
Is a 240 hertz monitor worth it?
And these are the specs of that computer, which is not good, but it's good enough so that I could actually experiment with it and stuff. But as I made more computer related videos, I just thought I'd sort of branch it out into its own main channel, and it just sort of went from there. Have you ever considered making other types of content? I have made gaming videos in the past on my Matthew Gaming channel. Here are a couple clips.
Alright, tell me if you see him.
You know what? F that. I don't want to play this shit.
Now the owner of this graphics card does not want me to break this part off. So I said to them, go f yourself. And I'm going to break this piece off. So now, let's see if it fits. Alright, seems like it fits now. Now, a little side note, this video was filmed in 2023, and it's actually shockingly similar to the videos that I actually ended up making now, even though back then I was just making that video as a joke. If you want to see this video, it's up in the top corner right now. But I don't really do that much on that channel anymore. It's highly inactive. Alright, who's your favorite YouTube tech creator? I don't know. I have a lot of YouTube tech creators that I like to watch. So, David Does Tech Stuff is a good one. I like his videos. I also like Louis Rossman's videos. I'm not sure if you can call him a tech creator anymore. I think maybe, technically, yeah. There's also channels like Random Gaming in HD, Budget Builds Official, Iceberg Tech. I don't know, there are a few I'm forgetting because there's so many of them. But yeah, those are my favorite YouTube tech creators. What mobile phone do you use? Now, on the daily, I actually use 2 phones. This is my main one. This is an iPhone SE 3rd generation. I actually got this from a thrift store for $17, and there will probably be a video on that very soon. But it's a fully functional phone, and I've just been using it as my main phone for the past couple of months. I also use this Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. It's a much older phone. It's not really supported anymore, but it has a lot of storage. So yeah, that's about it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you loved it, please subscribe. Get me to 5,000 subscribers and I'll make another Q&A. And we're going to see you guys in the next video. Bye!